Ladies and gentlemen, we are here 12 hours removed from the game. Collingwood give the Pies faithful a big, resounding win, 136 to Port's measly 45. Now, Chris, I want you to be honest. How were you feeling going into this game, the build-up through the week?
More relaxed than usual. I don't know, man. I had confidence we weren't going to go 0-2, so MCG. That's it.
So more confidence than usual because you just knew that we couldn't be 0-2 again like we were last year. Is that sort of the thought process?
Pretty much. Well, I just knew we weren't going to perform what we dished up last week. I just knew it'd be a 9-day difference. So
it was night last night, a day last week. So you're not wrong there.
All right, go on. What do you want me to say there?
That's all right. Nothing to add there. That's fine. Look, we were both at the game last night, right? So as a spectator, what was the most notable thing for you being at the ground?
Sidebottom. You know him? Do you know Sidebottom?
The one with no hair on his head?
Oh, it might be still Sidebottom. That was the highlight for me the whole game, man. Like, Blake's 35 and he's tackling everybody, just cutting shapes, man. What do you end up with? 28 disposals, 30. We just double check that really quickly, yeah. Sidebottom ended up with 31 and a goal. Yeah. And a goal. So
what do you think about the goal?
Highlight. Oh, just that classic run in, open goal, arms out.
Yeah. Yep. Is that a new wallpaper for the phone?
Could be.
Nah, he was good. He was very good. He just ran out the game very well. He's had a good preseason, and I think this can tie into our next piece of the conversation with the big shock leading into the game, an hour before the game, and pretty much Sidebottom occupied the midfield time of someone who didn't start last night. And when you saw the announcement of Pendlebury as the sub, it looked like you'd seen a ghost, mate. Talk us through that.
I mean, well, first things first. When I saw I saw an Instagram post saying that he was a sub, and looked at my multi, and it said Pendlebury for 20 disposals. So I had to get my money back and do another multi. So no, that was unexpected for me to see Pendlebury as a sub. I worked out in the end. Really got the job done by 90 points. I think a similar result would have happened if he was playing, but yeah, I was shocked to see him start as a sub.
Is that something we need to get used to now?
Hopefully not. I'd like to see him, start. Look, I mean, I probably gave Ned Long was the replacer, was he? Ned Long,
pretty much. Yeah, Ned Long.
You asked me if I liked the decision. I would say I'm more for it moving forward, really.
Yeah, and he talk about grabbing opportunity. Ned Long, mate, what a bull! Seriously.
Yeah, he was a beast. First thing Dad said when I got home from the game last night, Ned Long, man, it's a machine.
Yeah,
it's a machine. But no, he was really good. I reckon start midfield every single time. We'll see what he does next week against the Dogs, but if he pulls a similar performance, I reckon he should be a shoe-in to start. 22.
Yeah. I can't remember a type of player with the playing profile like a Ned Long that has played for Collingwood recently in the midfield. I mean, Tom Mitchell is a wombat in the midfield. He'll win you the footy, but just the way Ned Long's able to absorb tackles and inflict some bone bruising tackles as well. I think if he can bring, like you said, if he can bring that every week, like we were plus 25 in tackles last night. So what was the difference for Collingwood looking at last week compared to this week? What's the overarching difference?
Just our running game and our pressure and our tackles. I think we by the time the third quarter rolled around, we were 20 tackles plus as opposed to last week. What we end up with 60. What was the tackle count for the game, Chad?
We had 68. Port had 43.
Yeah, right. So what last week was 38, I remember, maybe less. So
It wasn't good.
I think in terms of the game overall, I think the most notable factor was the tackles and the pressure. It was very reminiscent of 2023, if not even better. For me, that was it. Sidebottom, like I said earlier in the video, his pressure as well was top notch. All the tackling he did was nice. So, positive.
Yeah. You know what reminded me of 2023? What about take us back to that kick in where Howie
Jeremy
shoots it
Howe.
through the. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're referring to the prelim, GWS?
Well,
He's
not
done that
just
many times. Even to, yeah.
just the way we were able to knock on. So Howie puts it through the middle. Brazzy makes that run into the middle was obviously planned, and we've seen that in 2023. We saw that in bits and pieces last year, but the ability to knock on the ball. I remember as Brazzy was getting to that ball, I remember you sitting next to me. You're like, knock it on, Braz. Like that was what we knew and grew accustomed to in 2023. So it was good to see that. And you bring up that reference to 2023 is important because we saw a lot of that last night, didn't we? Another interesting narrative that I think will come out of this game in a positive light is how we weren't dependent on Nick Dacos when the game was up for grabs. He didn't have that 3-vote type of Brownlow game, and I think that's a good thing. Am I over exaggerating? Did you feel like Nick wasn't overly impactful and all in all, is that a good thing that we didn't need to depend on him throughout the game?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like I said, I don't like relying on Nick all the time. It's exhausting. Look, it was obviously nice to see that he only ended up with 26 in a goal and yet others step up. He wasn't very impactful anyway, at least for his standards.
Yeah.
But I mean, you look at last week, all his cramping and all that. So maybe he's just alling up, champ. He's just gearing up for his Brownlow year.
Yep. Yeah. No cramps last night though.
No.
Nah.
Looked good.
And the club debutant. Let's talk about Dan Houston. What did you make of Hooters' game?
Oh, he was really good, and he was just composed every time with the ball. I think he turned it over once and gave away maybe a goal or two, actually, if you remember last night.
Early in the game, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
caught holding the ball or something.
Yeah, and then he kicked it to a poor player as well. But no, he was good. He ended up with like 28 odd as well, and just the ability to find targets under pressure as well. Houston's a pretty composed player. I think we need that as well. So, no, he was good. I think he was probably top 4 last night out of all players. So, yep. Houston's good. Still got Geordie to come back and Tom Mitchell. So that'll be interesting to see who goes out.
Yeah, we can talk about that in a moment. But I do just want to address the 3 big M's. They couldn't catch a cold inside 50 last week. What changed for them? Was it more of a team thing, or did they do something different, you feel?
No, I think the whole team just showed up. Like I said, everyone's just laying tackles, pressure. But I think it was, mate, like I said, MCG, man, in front of the home crowd. You want to get up for us. Do you know what I mean? So, bigger ground for the big boys. I think the NG Stadium was a smaller ground. So, I think bigger ground's obviously going to suit the bigger player more times than not. Yeah, I think it was just a whole team effort. It just allowed, the big boys to get up. Everyone was just doing their part. Yeah. So, remember, he ended up with 4, Mycheck 3, and then I think
Check is 2.
Check is 2, yeah. But yeah, great performance by the big M's.
The big M's, mate. So the next question is, so Lockie Sullivan comes in, he starts, Pendle's a sub. Let's say hypothetically De Goey is available next week. If he's not available next week, he'll be available for the Carlton game. If De Goey is available, what changes? Is it a pretty simple straight swap, or what is it?
Geordie, I think, look, Sullivan played good last night. I reckon he played all right. Kicked a goal as well. I think he comes out for Geordie, I reckon. Sully.
Yeah.
I'm not taking out Ned Long for anybody. Ned Long's going to stay in the side. I think Sully's Geordie's replacement. Sorry, yeah. Geordie's, yeah. You know what I mean.
So keep Pendles as the sub in that case. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'd say leave Pendles as a sub one more time.
Yeah. It gets interesting now, like with the way the team performed last night. You've got Hoskin Elliott to come back. You've got Tom Mitchell, and you've got Geordie De Goey. Is there anyone else that is sort of injured and trying to?
I mean, Ash
find their way
Johnson,
back?
but he hasn't played senior footy for a while. So can we really say AJ? No, I think that's pretty much it, really. No, everyone's
Yeah. Look, Fly always. I feel like what I've learned with Fly as a coach, especially in the last 12 months, is he definitely has ways, or the selection committee that picked the side. Because now you got Ed Allen as well. Just remembering Ed Allen, of course. They always have a decision in their back pocket that you don't see coming. I don't think anybody saw Ed Allen being dropped. I don't think anybody saw many people saw Pendlebury being dropped. We actually go into the Bulldogs game with another 6-day break. So back-to-back 6-day breaks. The shining light is the fact that we're playing at the G. What are you expecting coming up against a decimated Bulldogs side?
Yeah, I mean, look, you look on paper, I reckon Port's the better team compared to the Bulldogs. You know, with all the doggies injuries now as well. Bonampelli, Chalor, Hagen. I think Norton as well. Norton's out too, I think. Or maybe not.
Cody Waitman. Yeah,
so I think Port's a better team on paper. So we just smashed Port by about 100 points. So, I mean, technically, it would say that we'd smash the Bulldogs as well. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think we should definitely get the 4 points. But with all those outs, you'd hope so. So, yeah. I think we get the win due to the decimation of injuries. I reckon.
Fair call. And last one, I want to get your opinion on our skipper, Darcy Moore. How did you see his game last night?
Look, he had moments, D Moore. I think he just
come
so
on,
many times. Yeah,
tell me what you were saying last night.
Yeah, I feel like he just doesn't give you that confidence that Sam Taylor and Jacob Wettering does. There's reliable one-on-one players, and I feel like Darcy Moore just can't win a one-on-one contest, man. And that's what really bugs me because you can say Darcy Moore's not a one-on-one player all you want. He's just plays loose, but he's gonna have to win one-on-ones here and there. You know what I mean? And it just can't be used as an excuse anymore. He's an All-Australian Premiership defender. I feel like he needs to play just with confidence a bit more like he did in 23. But I don't know. Just feel like he can't even take a mark these days. So
yeah, I like to think if we give him a few more weeks, he warm into it a little bit more. He's looked okay in the last 2 weeks, like you said. I wouldn't say he's losing the contest. He's at the very least splitting the contest into a 50-50 and the ball hits the deck. But you'd like him to clunk it up and give us a rebound 50. But we'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, a few intercept marks last night, a few the week before. I think he has potential to up that. The standard we hold for our premiership skipper is high. And I think that's why we're going to continue to be critical, because that's the standard we have for him as fans. We've seen his best, and now he's a victim of his own standard. But Chris, pleasure doing the review with you. Hopefully we can have another positive review in less than 6-7 days. We got another 6-day break. It'll come around much quicker, and we'll see you then.
Let's go, Pies.